moved gracefully through the hall, her long hair catching the candlelight with a silver shimmer. Her soon-to-be husband, a warlock with a cloak that seemed to ripple with color, waited at the center of the grand hall. They met beneath an archway woven from thorny vines and enchanted flowers that bloomed even in the night, their fragrance dizzying and intoxicating. As they exchanged vows, sparks of magic leapt from their fingertips, spiraling into the air and leaving trails of glowing runes. The wedding feast was unlike anything a mortal had ever seen. Plates floated in the air, carrying steaming dishes that shimmered in impossible colors. Goblets of glowing liquid offered themselves to guests who reached out, each sip tasting differently to every creature, satisfying their own secret cravings. Music filled the mansion not from instruments, but from the laughter of spirits, the hum of enchanted wind chimes, and the soft thrum of the forest itself. Shadows danced on the walls, sometimes forming shapes of dragons, sometimes of mischievous goblins, but all joining in the celebration. Hours passed like minutes, and the night grew deeper, the forest pressing closer to the mansion as if curious about the power being unleashed inside. When finally the first rays of sunlight pierced the thick mist and struck the mansion's windows, the celebration ended not with sadness, but with awe. Everyone realized this was no ordinary wedding. The union of Alara and her warlock husband had awakened something ancient, something powerful, something that would ripple through the forest for centuries to come. The trees seemed taller, the shadows longer, and the air heavier with magic as the guests departed, leaving trails of sparkling dust behind them. Alara and her husband stood hand in hand, their eyes glowing with shared secrets. Outside, the forest murmured, the wind sang a new tune, and even the mansion seemed to hum, alive with the promise of the adventures, spells, and mysteries that this magical union would bring.